Hello, 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 hello. So those of you watching on YouTube, I'm probably going to keep all 4 hellos in there because it took me 4 attempts to get it the way I wanted it to. But hello, how you doing? Welcome back to Nerdköping. I haven't done a proper intro to a video in a while, and I kind of like the fact that I haven't done a proper intro in a while. You join us as we're gazing upon this alien-looking the statue thing here that is just weird looking. But what I did notice while we were looking at this statue is that he's actually standing on and leaning against a $2. You can see United States of America, In God We Trust, Liberty, and then $2 down there. And it has me wondering, as well as some folk in the Twitch chat at this very moment, whether or not that is intentional, because it is the Statue of Wealth, which might make it kind of ironic that he's essentially got 50 cents there, or if it's just someone at Colossal Order was like, hey, we need a texture for some coins, and someone just went, well, I can't be bothered making one, I'm just going to, go to Google, right? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really matter either way, but yeah, that's something. That's something. Anyway, what we do need to do is sort this death issue that's going on here. I don't know if it's a death wave or if it is a lack of death coverage. So I'm just going to throw in some temporary crematoriums until we manage to, I don't know, how do I turn, I need to turn Prop and Tree Anarchy off, and Road Anarchy off. And then I want to put just a couple of temporary cemeteries into, the space up here. Or, you know what I might just do is just put a cemetery there. And that'll just improve the, oh wow, this one's actually full. Yeah, so we have filled that cemetery. That's actually kind of worrying. All right. Yeah, we'll deal with that a little bit later on. But hopefully that new cemetery will do wonders for the death problem that we seem to be having across this little town in Nerdköping. Other than that, I do have some ideas for what I would like to do. I remembered that I think at the end of part 4 of this series, I mentioned that we were going to build a castle and we were probably going to build it out here. That is still something I want to do, but I don't want to do it today because we've been sitting on 5,500 people for so long that I just want to get past that. I want to get above 6,000, 7,000 people. I want to get to the next milestone, which is 8,000 people. It gets me trains, which would be kind of important. So we're going to do that is what we're going to do. So my thinking is that we're just going to go ahead and build another little neighborhood looking thing. So I reckon off of here would be totally fine. So we'll come in a little bit and we'll go, I don't know, why are my angles being weird? We'll go to, let's have node snapping as well, please. We'll go to about there to start with. And I reckon I could get a couple of little neighborhoods in here, actually. So let's delete that road. Delete the road and bring it up to here. So bring you up to about that spot. And I've not really done anything too fancy with most of these neighborhood kind of spaces. So we'll do something a bit like this, leaving some gaps for paths. And I don't want to go much further than that because I reckon that's going much further than that. In fact, let's take you out and let's go to there instead. Going much further is going to put us too close to pollution. So we don't really want to do that. Let's also go from here and we'll go to about there. And I think that's fine, right? That's totally fine for just a little neighborhood space. And then here, we're pretty much going to do kind of a similar thing. So we'll go up to about there. And we'll go to, I reckon about there. And I think what we can do is maybe not do that actually. Let's see, bring you out a little bit, out to maybe 25 and just throw some different roads coming off of it here and there. So a little bit of a road there, delete you, and maybe bring you down a little bit. And that seems fine by me. Just a couple of little neighborhood spaces. I think this one could maybe go a little bit further. Yeah, that one can go a little bit further. And we can bring a road off of about there as well. So that'll give us a decent bit of housing space, is what I'm thinking. I think that'll be fine. We can do some trees in there, make it all kind of nice. I do want to do one thing though. This is something that the Twitch chat pointed out to me. Is if I was to control click here, it automatically does the turning lanes, and that makes me so happy. Because I don't need to do it with lane management anymore. I can just control click and boom, we have our turning lanes. It's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic is what it is. So, let's bring all of the pipes in here that we're gonna need to keep everybody happy. And then we can go ahead and just do a bit of zoning, and it'll be just a nice simple bit of housing into all of that space. That looks fine by me. All right, let's do this. Let's go for there, and there, and pretty much the same all around those spaces as well. I think a little bit of commercial down here wouldn't hurt, and I think tearing these guys out, because we probably don't need the power lines anymore, wouldn't hurt either. So we actually might need the power lines. We're gonna see. We kind of need all this to build. There we go. So that's that bit building. That's good. So that's now connected. Some construction over here. This, I imagine, will get connected. I would certainly. I didn't even. Oh, I did zone that. Okay. We kind of need this area to build. We kind of do need this area to build so that the power goes across. That'd be nice. I'm not gonna lie. If they wouldn't mind, that is. You guys don't have power either. Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's just improvise real quick. Just so we don't start losing a bunch of money and getting a bunch of complaints. We'll just run some lines around the area. And hopefully that'll just push the population up into a pretty good place. While we wait, though, let's just do some trees. So a really small strength brush, decent size, maybe a slightly smaller size, just through here. Just do a couple of oak trees, just in that space, kind of up and around there, around here a little bit too, just to blend it all together. Bring some down there, and we'll do some kind of through the middle here as well. Maybe with a stronger brush, just to divide the two housing districts a little bit, and the same down here, just to hide the train track there, because I don't really want it being super visible from the houses. I mean, it's gonna be, and they're gonna hear it, but you know, I don't want it being terribly obvious that it's right there. Do some normal trees. I say normal trees. What even is a normal tree? You know, at the end of the day, a tree's a tree. So that's a weird thing to say. I realize a tree's a tree. Apparently, I don't know anything about trees, but I reckon I could, I reckon this is a hill I could die on. A tree's a tree, right? At the end of the day, a tree is tree's a tree, right? Probably. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means at all. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, good news is that we are getting pretty close to passing 6,000 people, so no complaints there. Not really much demand for anything either, which I'm not super worried about. And I think I've done a little bit too much in the way. I've not done enough of the conifer trees down here, so let me just bring the brush size up a little bit and just get a few more into that space. I might have done the wrong ones there, but that's probably all right. That's a little better looking. It looks like it kind of blends into everything a little bit more, which I kind of appreciate. So that's fine. All right, what are you complaining about? Sewage. Oh wow, sewage and water are both becoming problems. Okay. Well, we have been using the Eco Inland Water Treatment Plants. Maybe another one of those wouldn't be a terrible idea. So we'll turn Road Anarchy off. We'll go ahead and throw an Eco Inland Water Treatment Plant into, I don't know what space, to be completely honest with you. Here, I guess. Isn't going to hurt. So we'll do that. We'll throw some pipes that lead up to it. And then for water availability, I mean, really, this has been a really good spot for it. I'm kind of tempted. I'm tempted to say just across the river and then just connect them. Do they have power? Certainly not. All right. Well, now they do. And that will... I mean, it's going to dry up the river a little bit, but we have water. We have sewage. That's not the end of the world. That's fine by me. Okay. I think we, while we're looking at those things, we probably do want to look into other needs. So crematorium is, well, death care is whatever. We're over halfway full on the cemeteries. Healthcare is surprisingly decent, if a little bit absent up this way. So let's throw a little bit of a medical clinic onto that corner. Fire coverage is a bit rough up here as well. So let's do one of these guys, I reckon, into, let's see. Let's go about there for a fire station. And policing is, it's probably fine. We don't really need a dedicated police station up this way, I don't think. You've got your water, though, which is good. And I think I do want to put just a couple of trees around you, just to make it blend in a little bit more with its surroundings. Just something a bit like that, and maybe a little bit of color just at the corner there, and that seems fine by me. So that will be fire coverage. That'll be medical, and that will keep everybody happy up this way, which I am not gonna complain about. All right. So the issues with bodies everywhere seems to be resolved. There's no health issues. There's no water issues. We are seeing a considerable issue with traffic, though. Now, what is causing that? It looks like it's a merging issue. Why are you all going... Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Stay in lane and... Do we want to say stay in lane the whole way across there? I feel like we do. I feel like there's not really any reason that they need to be getting into one lane. I think that's fine. So that seems to have improved a little bit. It's kind of a stay in lane kind of deal. I think the buses are going to be causing some issues as well, but it is... moving better. Eventually that roundabout's going to need replaced, because right now for 6,500 people there's one way into this entire space. So needless to say, that roundabout is going to be suffering a bit, especially since there's industry going that way as well. So it's gonna be rough. It is gonna be rough, but I'm not super stressed about it right now. But what I do want to do, I do want to get trains. We need 8,000 people for it. The reason I want trains is because I kind of want a train connection for the area that I want to build out here. If I'm completely honest with you, I think that'd be kind of cool. Which I think we're going to start. I think we're going to start that area. So let's go ahead and see what we can do. Let's get some kind of road here. Let's do, now this is actually going to be a bit of a grid. It's going to kind of have to be, because of the way I want to do it. I do want a large warehouse out here. I think that'd be kind of cool. And I want a medium warehouse next to it. I think that'd be kind of cool. So we'll bring we'll do both of those things. We'll bring this road out a little bit. So that's now taken up that entire space, which is all right. Let's bring this down by 10 and down by 10. And let's do 135, I guess, on that. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. What is, so that's, yeah, 10 by 10. That's fine. Let me curve that. So we want to go 10 and 10 like that. And then whatever this would be. So you're going to come out to, how is this going to work? What distance are you? 32. So you're going to be 32 as well. Take you out. Let's just extend a road back there with a bit of anarchy. And then I should be able, with a bit of road guidelines, be able to have sort of a matching curve there. And I said it was going to be, oh, you know what bugs me about this? It's not parallel to the highway. Should it be? I feel like it should be. Also, I am seriously getting sick and it's really bugging me. I don't know why. I've just... So for those of you that are watching this on YouTube at whatever the later date may be that this video goes out, it's not been that long between episodes. It was maybe 20 minutes of talking. In that 20 minutes, I've somehow developed a sniffle. And I'm quite annoyed about it. I'm going to be completely honest. And that, I think, looks better. But I almost want to say it's too close to town. I almost want to say that needs to be further away. A little bit further away. So let's go for another 32 here. And let's move these. So move you to there and move you to there. That road could actually have stayed there, to be totally honest, but that's too late now. So let's see. We want road guidelines. Let's just do let's do this for the time being. So let's get some kind of curve. That is actually very, no, that's not staying there. Bring this out from there, I think. So there, we'll go 20 and that'll be fine. We'll get some kind of curve on these. So 11 and 16, that's fine. And then these guys can sort of connect together in whatever way they are going to connect together. So something like that. And that is kind of fine by me. I don't hate it. I like that that's a bit further away from town. And I do actually want to get rid of that curve as well. So bring you straight through like that. Because that way I can do some industrial buildings. Oh my god, I'm getting so... I don't know if you can hear it. I hope it doesn't sound totally gross, but I'm getting like stuffier and stuffier by the minute here. Any second I'm going to start just talking like this. Because I'm just going to be like really, really friggin' stuffy. It's a problem. It's a problem is what it is. I don't know how to feel about this. And I know, you know what it is? I went out today for not very long at all. Like really not very long at all. And I hate it. I hate the fact that I feel like I'm getting sick. Because I know what everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, I know what you've got. I know what bug you've picked up. And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Alright, so that could be some offices there. We can do some offices kind of along some of this space as well. I think that'll be pretty good. I might actually do this and then leave some of this space open for parking lots. I think that would be good. Because we could do these. Ooh, that would be neat. Like a parking garage up here. That would be kind of cool. What is this? A bit too small. What are you? So you are just a regular parking lot. So 1, 2, let's do 1 and 2, and then it fits perfectly. I like that. It's obviously just a massive chunk of parking lots, but I don't hate it. I think that's fine. We're not going to zone anything just yet. but I like that. Let's also do, yeah, let's do a modern parking garage right here. Sort of a multi-story for the, well, is a multi-story really necessary? I feel like a multi-story is probably not necessary. I feel like that's probably excessive. Would this be better? Also a multi-story, but smaller? So a smaller one's probably not too bad. Because then we could do some zoning here, which I don't think I would I don't think I would hate it. So I think we'll do that. That's kind of okay by me. And then we'll do maybe something a bit like this. And something up to about there. And then a bunch of trees. And that seems okay for what we're going for here. Yeah, I kind of like this. Now, entrance-wise, that's where things are going to get a bit tricky. Because I'm not sure if I want to do like a roundabout here. Or a roundabout maybe here, and then it comes kind of up and around and in this way. I feel like up and around and in that way would kind of make more sense. I honestly don't know. Or a roundabout that leads to another roundabout and then, you know, does its thing. I'm not really sure. I don't think this area is going to be terribly busy with traffic, but it'll have its moments, I'm sure. I know I don't want to do an intersection. Well, at least I don't want to do a huge intersection. That's too much. That's definitely too much. That's perfect, honestly. Yeah, I'm not really interested in, you know, major intersections here. It's too much for what the area is. A roundabout to me just makes so much more sense. But then where does it go? I think it's going to have to be here. I think it's going to have to be around here, to be totally honest. Huh. I don't know that this is a good idea, but we're going to do it. What is that? Hold on a minute. What are you? Is it a building? Is it a surface? Is it a prop? It's a prop. Oh. All right. Well, I don't know what it is, but we're getting rid of it. Can I have an idea. Hold on. Let me go ahead and select some nodes. So if I was to go ahead and select all of these nodes here, in theory, I can copy and paste this roundabout, which I'm actually kind of okay with doing. I don't really need that one. I do need those ones. So if I do that, oh, I missed one. I definitely missed something there. So something kind of like that would be fine. Obviously need to do a little bit of work on some parts of it, but yeah, something like that is fine. Delete you and delete you. We can connect those together. Ooh. We're gonna have to do a little bit of work here to make this kind of work. So you go to there. Those get deleted. Actually thinking about it. Yeah, we probably do need those because quite a few people in the Twitch chat are pointing out that that's probably what's carrying power from the dam over there. So yeah, we will want to put that prop back. And we absolutely will, or I'll figure out some other solution in just a second. But let's do this. Let's do that. Let's connect you and you. And let's just invert you two. And get some segments going here that aren't going to be gross looking. So like that. Delete you. That's actually worked out pretty well. I wasn't really planning on having this be the main road into here, but I guess it's gonna be because it lines up pretty damn well. So something like that will just go out. Oh, not that. We'll go ahead and just upgrade the entire stretch of road there. And I think what we could do is bring it that way, delete you, and we'll bring something like that out. Just so that, I don't know, I think that'll be better. Let me see. Let me do this, and let me do this. We'll get a nice little curve on the corner as well. So something like that seems fine. So it comes in nicely. It curves around. That looks fine by me. Got some weird hills there that we can flatten out in just a little bit. But I don't hate this. Let's do a bit of lane management so that we can hopefully have this not look absolutely awful. So you're going to be like that. You're going to be like that. You're going to be like that. And that seems fine. Okay. I don't hate this. I actually don't hate this. Let's do some offices here. Let's do some offices there, 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 and there, and I guess there. And there as well, and along there too. So that's just going to be a bunch of offices, essentially. We can probably do some parks out here. We can do a few different things to make it look, I don't know, interesting. I do think a park out here would kind of make sense, because to me, this kind of area probably would have one, right? The workers that are out here need somewhere to get their lunch. They probably want somewhere to relax a little bit for their lunch and all that kind of stuff. So to me, it would make sense to have some kind of park out here. And I think that's absolutely something that we're going to want to do. So let's bring this down. Let's bring you through there. And that'll be water for absolutely everything out there. Yeah, that was the power connection. All right. Well, I need to go ahead and grab that. Was it a surface? Was it a prop? I don't remember what it was. I think it was a prop, wasn't it? So props. Was it a prop? I actually, you know what? What have I grabbed there? What was that thing? Was it a decal? Was it a surface? Was it a prop? I honestly, for the life of me, don't remember. Was it a building? Oh, it's a building. All right. So that needs to go there. And probably there. Does that give us a power connection? It does. All right, perfect. So that will give us power. That should actually connect to the buildings. Yeah, it does. So we've got all that going on. All right. Okay, so what do we got going on then? We don't have any actual production from the stuff going on at the mines. So what are we storing here? Metals. Okay. Do we want to store... Let's see. Let's do commercial zone. Let's do commercial zone's goods. And let's do metals for the time being. Oh, these are going to be, you know what? These actually need to be, this needs to be a district for one. And these are actually going to have to be the default map theme or building theme. I want these to be modern. I don't want these to be European buildings. I don't think they would be. This would be more of a modern, you know, less stylized area outside of the town. This is another one of those modern developments. It's a bit, you know, the local populace is going to be up in arms about it. They're going to be going, these property developers coming in here and ruin the aesthetic of our town. You know, they're going to be furious about it, is what they're going to be. And I'm going to give you a little, going to let you in on a little secret there. Only one of those voice cracks was fake. I will leave it up to you to figure out which one was actually a real voice crack and which one was, in fact, fake. You may never know. All right. Does Modern City Center have... What the hell does Modern City Center have for these buildings? Does it have anything? What is this? That's Europe. That's not modern at all. What the hell? What are you? It's been a long time since I've seen office buildings. All right, you know what? Vanilla. There we go. So that'll turn these into generic, you know, office buildings. And a high-rise ban, which we don't have until 8,000 people, will stop them from being enormous buildings. Which is probably for the best. So, yeah, this'll kind of look the way I'm wanting it to look. I'm kind of keen for... I'm thinking some offices back there as well would be kind of cool. And yeah, we can let that just build up into something. I reckon we probably do want to set up a little bit of a rule there with regards to traffic. And I do probably need to set up some rules on that roundabout that I have here as well, because quite frankly, this roundabout is probably going to get kind of chaotic at some point, but I'm going to leave it for the time being because I don't think there's going to be enough traffic going out into this area to cause too many problems. So let's just go ahead and do some trees is what we're going to do. So let's start with the relatively small conifers. And we'll just go ahead and just kind of dot them around here a little bit. We'll dot them a little bit closer to the office district. We'll dot them kind of over on this side as well. We'll put them along the train tracks too. And just slowly start surrounding this area with trees. And on this side as well. Just to really incorporate the forest in there. Let's go for a even weaker brush and slightly larger to do a few of the oak trees in there. Just add a little bit of color variation. A couple of these guys too for a little bit of color variation. And then a bit of a stronger brush to start throwing in the conifers again, slightly larger and larger again. And that way we just kind of blend it all together, make this feel like it's part of, you know, it's kind of carved out of forest at some point. When really, obviously, it hasn't. But, you know, it blocks this from residential view as well, which is kind of important to me. So let's bring that strength up, brush down, and just start throwing more of these guys in here. So a bit like that. Be a little bit there, a little bit along the highway, and a little bit down there too. And, I don't hate that. I don't love it, but it works. It sort of works. Maybe a few more of these guys in here too for a bit of variation. What else we got? Some of these guys for a bit more variation. I think we need more on that side too. But that's fine. A couple more there, maybe one or two in there, and a couple more of the smaller conifers along just the highway there. I don't hate it. I like that a lot because it looks, from a distance, it looks distinctly different. You know? From a distance, it looks distinctly different. And that's kind of what I'm going for. It looks more modern. It looks more built. And it just needs to build, and it needs to stop complaining about whatever you're complaining about. Because quite frankly, not enough educated workers? Well, go back to school then. All right? Go to school. Go to university. Or go to whatever the hell. I don't care. I don't care what they're complaining about. I just want the area to build. I want it to look cool. And I want 8,000 people so that I can put a train station in there. That's the only reason this area exists. I'm going to be completely honest. But I think it looks cool. And maybe that's what's important. I mean, it's not, but maybe that's what's important. I'll tell you what. Let's do a bit of commercial in here. Let's do a little bit of commercial there. And let's do a bit of commercial there. And let's do a bit of commercial there. All right. Do a bit of commercial in there just to get people moving around. And that'll maybe cheer them up a little bit. Because they seem a little bit agitated. All right. They don't have enough educated workers. That's fine. I mean, they need highly educated workers. I don't know how they're going to get them because we don't have a university. And honestly, the university on this map is not going to happen for a while. If I'm completely honest with you, it's just not. So they're going to have to deal with it.